Travis Kelce's going to marry Taylor Swift, or what do you think? What's going to happen there?
I will say this, though. They showed her on the Jumbotron, and she got booed. Yeah, she's just there supporting her significant other, and she's made the game bigger. I don't get it. I don't get why she was getting hate there.
I didn't like that either.
I don't get the slack that she's getting. But, yeah, I can't give you an answer.
It's a game. Lighten up a little bit, you know?
After what feels like a whirlwind year filled with constant work, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are finally getting some well-deserved downtime. Between Taylor's record-shattering Eras Tour and Travis's pursuit of NFL greatness, it was a busy year for the couple, with little time for a break. But now, with no games or tours on the horizon, they're stepping out of the public eye and taking a moment to just enjoy each other's company. The constant media frenzy that followed their relationship since it became public in September 2023 has finally quieted down a bit, and according to sources close to the couple, they're using this time to relax and recharge. A source has stated that Taylor and Travis are incredibly happy and are relishing their quiet time together away from the spotlight. After working non-stop for so long, this break couldn't have come at a better time, offering them a chance to reconnect and focus on their relationship without distractions. Throughout their hectic year, Taylor became an even bigger global icon, dominating the charts and stadiums with her Eras Tour. Meanwhile, Travis had his own rise to stardom, becoming not only a household name due to his football skills, but also for his high-profile romance with Taylor. The couple turned Chiefs games into media spectacles, with Taylor often making her suite at the stadium a celebrity hotspot, bringing her squad along for the ride. Travis kept pace, showing up at her concerts and even making a memorable appearance on stage in London. But now that the dust has settled and both their schedules have cleared up, the world's been buzzing about what's next for them. Travis's father, Ed, recently weighed in on their break, noting that it's a great opportunity for the couple to spend quality time together without the chaos of the NFL season or Taylor's tour hanging over them. He mentioned how excited Travis is to have this chance to slow down and focus on his relationship with Taylor.
You know he has a song with Taylor Swift. Is there any chance we could see a cameo from her during the performance?
To be asked, everyone wants to know.
I know. What's she been like to sit next to?
She's learning much more about football. You know, she's watching football with her dad a lot. She's watching football whenever she can. And I'm thinking, look at you. You know, a year ago, you didn't know a field goal from an extra point, and now you're doing all this football talk. So without the NFL season, without the Eras Tour, just them alone really connecting more. You know, we get past the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a very good period of time for the two of them. I think that can only be a good thing.
But let's be real. With their every move being scrutinized by the media, finding time for a true private getaway is probably going to be a bit of a challenge. That said, this pause in their hectic lives might just help them grow closer and further solidify their bond. And speaking of their bond, engagement rumors have been swirling lately, and who can blame people for wondering if the next big announcement will be a wedding? Travis recently shared that he's happier than ever and feels like he has everything he's ever wanted, which only fueled speculation about a potential engagement. But for now, it seems they're just taking it day by day, enjoying their time together and making plans for whatever the future holds.
I think people have been waiting to hear from you since the game Sunday. I mean, you have so many records at this point that this is like kind of like just another one.
That's the last thing that I care about right now. Going into the game, I felt as confident as I ever felt in going into a Super Bowl or a playoff game or a big game in my life. And that wasn't the reason. To happen on the biggest stage sucks. It's a tough pill to swallow. It's a hard reality, man. I'm sorry for how it ended, but you know, I have a beautiful life. I have loved ones. Right now, I'm just kicking everything down the road. I'm not making any crazy decisions.
While they're on this break, though, it's clear that both of them have their sights set on new ventures. Travis, still under contract with the Chiefs, is exploring projects beyond football, including his podcast and acting. He's also diving into commercials, expanding his brand. As for Taylor, it's safe to say she's not going to rest on her laurels for long. After the massive success of her Eras Tour, she'll likely be working on new music, potentially another Taylor's Version album. So even though they're stepping away from the spotlight for a bit, their lives are still moving forward at full speed, just in different directions for now. Whether it's on vacation or in the public eye, everyone's eyes will be on them as they navigate this next chapter. Speaking of downtime, let me get you in on some expensive shiz. The couple spent Super Bowl weekend in New Orleans, staying at a massive $2 million mansion in the Garden District, a historic home that's typically the private residence of interior designer Tara Shaw. This luxurious estate, stretching over 6,500 square feet, was the perfect retreat during a chaotic weekend. The mansion, complete with 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, a Parisian-style saltwater pool, and a wine cellar, offered the perfect atmosphere for a relaxing stay, far from the Super Bowl madness. Taylor visited New Orleans to cheer on Travis during what some speculated might be his final Super Bowl appearance. But unfortunately for the Chiefs, they lost to the Eagles in what was a pretty crushing upset. Despite the loss, Taylor and Travis found ways to make the most of their time together. Of course, Taylor faced some backlash when she appeared on the Jumbotron supporting Travis, receiving boos from the Eagles fans in the stadium, which stirred up some controversy online. Some fans even trolled her on social media, but she didn't let it ruin the experience. While Travis stayed with his teammates in a Marriott, Taylor spent part of the weekend at the mansion, where she was able to find some peace amidst the chaos. They even managed to enjoy a double date with Travis's teammate Patrick Mahomes and his wife Brittany, though the rest of the weekend was largely about focusing on each other. Despite the tense atmosphere following the game, they still had some quality time together, making the most of the luxurious surroundings. After the Super Bowl, it's been reported that the couple plans to take a break and head to Swift's Rhode Island mansion, known as Holiday House, which she's currently renovating. She's making significant changes to the property, including adding a new bedroom and expanding the kitchen. We're thinking babies. Travis also has his own impressive estate in Leawood, Kansas, so between the two of them, they have no shortage of beautiful places to escape to when they need to recharge. Their time together during the Super Bowl weekend wasn't all fun and games, but they made the most of it, focusing on each other and their relationship, even in the aftermath of the Chiefs' loss.
In terms of the aftermath of what happens with the Chiefs, Travis Kelce came back for a three-peat, and then we saw what happened last night, that he's not going to want to leave off of this. It just comes down to, what does Travis Kelce want to do with his life? He retires, and the offers just come flooding in. Well, what does he want to do? Does he want to keep playing football? Does he want to start acting now? Does he want to start hosting shows now? Does he want to do dramas now? Does he want to do comedies now?
It's clear that Travis's family is fully on board with this relationship, and they've even expressed excitement about the possibility of Taylor becoming a permanent part of their family. According to sources, the Kelce family adores Taylor and thinks she's the perfect fit for Travis. This sentiment comes from not only his parents, Donna and Ed, but also his brother Jason, who is apparently thrilled at the thought of Taylor being a permanent fixture in their lives. They've all noticed how happy Travis has been with Taylor, something they've never seen him experience with past girlfriends. It's clear they believe that Taylor truly loves him for who he is, not just for his fame. They've also mentioned that the two families get along seamlessly, which is a big win in their eyes. Travis's family has even gone so far as to say that Taylor has a heart of gold, further solidifying their affection for her. During the Super Bowl, Taylor showed her support for Travis in the VIP suite, sitting alongside his family as they watched the game. But as mentioned, when she was shown on the Jumbotron, she was met with boos from some of the crowd, which didn't sit well with Travis's family. They were upset that Taylor was treated that way, feeling she didn't deserve such treatment. Despite the boos and the Chiefs' tough loss, Taylor was there to comfort Travis, helping him through the disappointment. Speaking of the media and the constant buzz around their relationship, Saquon Barkley, fresh off his Super Bowl victory, was asked about the engagement rumors during an appearance on the Howard Stern Show. When asked if he thought Travis and Taylor were headed toward marriage, Barkley's response was simple: "I have no idea." He went on to acknowledge that he probably doesn't have the inside scoop, given that he and Travis don't play on the same team, but it's clear that even those closest to the couple have no real idea about what's going on behind closed doors.
Travis Kelce's going to marry Taylor Swift, or what do you think? What's going to happen there?
I will say this, though. They showed her on the Jumbotron, and she got booed. Yeah, she's just there supporting her significant other, and she's made the game bigger. I don't get it. I don't get why she was getting hate there.
I didn't like that either.
I don't get the slack that she's getting. But, yeah, I can't give you an answer.
It's a game. Lighten up a little bit, you know?
The speculation surrounding their relationship has been going on for months, with rumors fluctuating between breakup and engagement on an almost weekly basis. In fact, a source close to the couple dismissed the engagement rumors as unfounded back in October, saying the media and fans were making assumptions without any real facts. Barkley also shared his thoughts on how Taylor was treated at the Super Bowl. When Swift appeared on the Jumbotron, she was met with boos from some fans, which Barkley found baffling. He couldn't understand why she was getting hate when she was simply supporting her significant other. Barkley pointed out that her involvement in football could only help expand the sport globally, mentioning how the NFL is working to expand internationally with games in countries like Brazil, Mexico, and possibly Australia. He was frustrated that instead of being celebrated for helping the sport grow, Taylor was being targeted by some fans. Then, just as things were calming down, there was another incident that stirred things up again. After the Eagles' big win, safety C.J. Gardner-Johnson made a playful jab at Travis for dating Taylor, mocking him for leaving his ex, Kayla Nicole, for her. The swift backlash from Swifties was immediate, and they flooded Gardner-Johnson's mom's Florida restaurant, the King's Grill, with negative reviews. But Delatron Johnson, CJ's mom, wasn't fazed by the attention. She took it all in stride, joking that the joke is really on the Swifties, as she pointed out that they were already in the process of closing the restaurant. The negative reviews didn't have the intended effect, and Johnson even poked fun at the situation, making it clear that she wasn't concerned in the slightest. The whole ordeal just showed how devoted Taylor's fans are to her, and it also highlighted how little they can actually affect the lives of those involved. It also gave Delatron Johnson a chance to throw in a little humor, pointing out that her restaurant's closing made the whole thing a non-issue. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.